the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, these guys are in the doldrums, a real tough stretch with only one win to show for their last 9 games. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named 2, Kenny? We're going to take it to 5. I'm going to give you 3 more. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Tough as nails with a growing
I
offensive
like him.
game. My homeboy down in Orlando, Victor Oladipo.
Ooh, already?
Defense and athleticism, yes, already. And at the last spot, Andrew Wiggins, young fella with all the potential to do it all.
Great potential. A little too young, Victor and Andrew, but they're on their way.
Let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach the tip.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to Phoenix. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets and they lost by 3.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you've got to play the entire 4 quarters. I mean, they played well for 3.5 quarters, and that's just not enough. You can't expect to win if you don't play a full game.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Stauskas is out there with the machine. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Noel. And it's Okafor, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston, Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play. Here's Stauskas. Pass to Owens. Dishes it to Okafor. It's going to be 2 free throws, 2 contact on the shot.
Listen, playing Western Conference teams is never easy. And for the 76ers last year, it got downright ugly. Some games against the West, they just didn't stand any chance.
That one is off. A lot of blowouts for Philly last year against the West, as you talked about. Greg only managed to take 6 wins in their 30 games. Clark out of conference.
And, Kevin, that was tied for the fewest wins against the West in the league. But, again, no surprise with Philadelphia because they really were focused on developing young talent there.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last week.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Here's Stauskas. He had a 15-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's the monster to the inside. top to finish it off. Beauty.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And it's blocked. Here's the monster. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. This one for three. And it's rebounded by Covington. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Owens passes to Covington. Here's the machine. Noel up top. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the monster. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Inside, here's Okafor. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Here's the monster. There's the pass to Doc. Here's Lyles. 5 to shoot. Pass to Doc. Nice ball movement by Utah. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Owens. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. Here's the monster. Passes it to Silk with the shot. And again it's Utah.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
76ers trailing. Here's the machine. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Now the pass to Silk. The shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shot when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
It's tipped and stolen by Noel. Kicks it to Okafor. Feeds it to Noel. Unloads from 13. Utah with the rebound. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motives I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
Here's the monster. Pass to Silk. There's the 3. Score the basket. His third after 5 shots.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
The dish to Okafor. It's tipped.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And George with the stop.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, you can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once
once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks. Here's the monster. Here's Silk. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's the machine. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And they're able to recover. There's Noel, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And the first time out of the game called for Utah.
A bit of a slow start to the career of Nick Stauskas. Was a highly touted rookie a year ago, but had a hard time finding minutes early on last year. That will change as he becomes more experienced.
And last season, Clark Stauskas' minutes grew with his play. At the end of the season, he was a big rotation guy.
Yeah, and it wasn't just his scoring or ability to shoot that he displayed. I mean, we know he can shoot the ball, but he showed he's a very smart player in the half court and pretty good passer, too.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for one. Philadelphia also making some changes. Grant comes in for Robert Covington, and it's Isaiah Cannon in for Nick Stauskas. Utah leading by 4. The monster passes to Doc. Here's Silk. To the wing right side. Here's the monster. Offensive rebound. George takes it up with both hands and flips it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe. They've come out with the take no prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here's Hayward. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Just 3 to shoot. Okafor with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And it's Noel missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Hayward. George with no one around. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now here's Hayward. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Silk. Stolen by Grant. Now the 76ers on the break. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, it's Hayward. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Noel. And here they go. Grant, that's good.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
To the middle, here's Hayward. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hayward's got his first bucket in this one. The 76ers trail by 9. Cannon kicks to Grant. Okafor dishes to Noel. No good from 11 feet.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's the monster. Hayward outside. The pass to Silk. From deep. The rebound by Grant.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Utah leading by 9. Hayward on the wing. Outside, George shoots. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he hits the first of 3.
What a night so far for George. He's already got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Allen's checked in for Utah. Is Smith. He's checked in for the 76ers. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. The 76ers trail by 12. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The baseline J. Utah with the rebound. Lamont has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Allen outside. Pass to Silk. Off target on the 15-footer.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Okafor kicks to Grant. There's the feed to Noel. Shoots from 12. Utah with the rebound. Lamont has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Allen outside. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer is right on target.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Cannon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Okafor, the pass to Noel. George with the defensive effort.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Cannon from long range. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The monster passes to Allen. Out to Hayward. The tray. Cannot hit. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Here's Silk after the Sixers pick up 2. Hayward with the ball. Now Okafor defending. Here's the monster, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Smith for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Utah leads by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
Utah leading by 12. We've got the monster. Hayward out there with Lyles. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Hood in at the 2. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's the monster. Fires for 3. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Utah.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Dishes it to Stauskas. They set the pick. And Marshall kicks to Covington. 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Hood from outside off the mark.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. And he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Here's the monster. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Now, here's Marshall. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stauskas dishes to Okafor. Fires it up. The 76ers with another miss. And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'd be nice value for the 23rd pick.
You know, there's those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just 1 basket away from winning it all.
Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his school the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. The 76ers trail by 19. Kicks to Stauskas to stop the run. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here is Doc. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out left to the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather. Yeah,
they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Gobert, the screen for three. Hayward, the shot, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Stripped away. Utah leading by 18. Knock the pass to Gobert. He kicks it to Hayward. Fires, high post, and Utah again with the bucket.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Jackson dishes to Grant to the middle. Here's Covington. Gobert with the block.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Hayward passes to Don. Utah needs to get off the shot here. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wiles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Hayward passes to Doc. They set the pick. He feeds it to Hood. And he connects in the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hood's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
That drops. Utah calls timeout.
Nick Stauskas had some great moments on the court last season, guys, but perhaps his most memorable contribution was his nickname of Sauce Castillo. Came out of nowhere, but it stuck with him, and he's going with it. I'd love to hear the story behind that.
And some changes here for the 76ers. The Machines checked in for Robert Covington, and it's Cannon in for Jackson. Utah leading by 19 points. Clark, as you were talking about Nick Stauskas, he earned the name Sauce Castillo last year. Came about when a bad translation on a Kings game referred to him as that name in closed caption.
And guys, credit to Stauskas because he read with it, made the most of the opportunity, even launched his own Sauce Castillo hot sauce. And I can't attest to if the sauce is any good, Kevin, but I'm still waiting for a taste test.
I am too. Put it on what? You put it on bread and crackers and hamburgers. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here is Doc. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Passes it to Wiles. Hayward outside. He dishes it to Gobert. Hayward up top. He's got 10. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. Here is Doc. Feeds it to Hood. Gobert the screen. Hayward outside. 5 on the clock. Feeds back. Hayward missing again. The 76ers trail by 21. Grant kicks to Cannon. Back to Grant. To the wing on the left. The dish to Cannon. Screen by Grant. Cannon, the pass to Grant. And the shot falls short this time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here is Doc. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Hayward, right side. And it goes for the fifth time and 10 shots for him this game.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And it's a foul called on Doc. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. George is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Silk comes in for Lyles. And it's Allen in for Hood. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Nerlens Noel checks in for Okafor. Here's Cannon. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Owens. That one off the back iron and out. Utah leading by 23. Hayward outside. George, that's a two-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 12 points here for George. Philadelphia's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Timeout called, the 76ers.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Here's Stauskas, defended by Hayward. Stauskas, the pass to Owens. The pass to Stauskas, just 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the drought, and Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 5.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Out to the wing. Here's Silk. He's covered by Grant. George passes to Doc. Here's Silk. Pass to Allen. Here's Doc. No good with the triple. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Cannon. He's got 5. It's tipped, but they get it back. 3, Stauskas. They get the rebound. Utah leading by 23. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now here's Noel. The shot from the low post is good. Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Doc the pass to Hayward. Here's Silk. Here's the 3. Here's Doc. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes the first. The Monsters checked in for Utah. And Philadelphia also making a switch is Smith. He's checked in for Cannon. And so he hits both. Utah leading by 23. Here's the monster. He has 6. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Stauskas. Stauskas has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Hayward outside. 1:21 left to play here in the second quarter.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Smith kicks to Grant. Screen by Smith. Here's the machine. He's got 5. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Utah shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. There's a screen. The monster passes to Silk. Outside, George. Here's the monster. Kicks it out to Allen. Passes it to Silk. Second shot opportunity. The pass to the monster. Got it off in time. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Utah out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's five. We've got Robert Covington, Okafor out there with Noel. Then it's the Machine, and it's Stauskas in at the 2. Here's the Monster. There's the feed to Gobert. Pass to Wiles. Drops in the layup for 2. And that's 11 points for Silk.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Out to the right wing. 20 feet out. Gobert, the pass to Dow. Gobert, the screen. Here's the screen. Here's Doc. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to the Monster. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And what a game for the Monster. He has 9 rebounds, and what a tear he's been, rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
He's perfect from the line this time. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Dishes to Okafor. Kicks it to Noel. Here's Stauskas. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Okafor. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Here's the Machine. 5 points in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
For 3, Covington. The 76ers again can't hit it.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Gobert. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Here's Silk. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Marshall, he's checked in for the 76ers. Isaiah Cannon comes in for the Machine. The 76ers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Here's Covington. He's got 7. There's a screen by Noel. And Robert Covington gets the 3. Covington's got 10 points in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The Monster passes to Silk. Here's Wiles. 6 to shoot. Here's the Monster. 13 points in the game. And the rejection by Noel. Cannon kicks to Okafor. And there's the 3-second violation. And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. Well, you look at the monster, one of the game's best, second in the league.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
And, Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
The offensive rebound. Passes to Lyles. Here's Silk. He's got 11. Now the pass to Doc. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Cannon. He has 5. To the left wing. Okafor with the ball. Now defended by Gobert, and it's Okafor missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he gets it to go.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Marshall with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pick. Okafor dishes to Marshall. There's a screen by Noel. And Marshall kicks to Okafor. Goes up the baseline. The 76ers again can't hit it. A second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Okafor's got 7 points in the game.
Well, how about the perseverance there? The extra effort on that offensive glass.
Here is Doc. Pass to Silk. Here is Doc. It to the monster. Gobert with a screen on Okafor. And it's Noel with the rebound. And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of people wondered how would he bounce back from that knee. And I have to say, it was pretty good. I mean, finished third in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
Utah with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. There's a good screen. Here's the monster. The feed to Gobert. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And Marshall kicks to Cannon. He dishes it to Okafor. Here's Marshall. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Gobert. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Here's the monster. The pass to Doc. This one for 3. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Cannon kicks to Covington. Here's Doc. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
The guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the arm.
A different look for Utah. George is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Hayward comes in for Lyles. And it's Allen in for Doc. Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Ish Smith comes in for Marshall. Cannon, the pass to Smith. He kicks to Okafor. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Covington. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Smith. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 3 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Philadelphia has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And it's Okafor to drive, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Shot's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that one misses.
So far in this one for Okafor, he has 9 points and 1 steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
Here's Cannon. He's got 5. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Screen by Grant. And it's Smith penetrating. Grant at the elbow. Shot from 16. That's good on the jump shot. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
A different look for Utah. Portis comes in for Silk. That's Felton in for the Monster. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. Now here's Felton. There's a screen for 3. Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. 20 points for Gordon Hayward.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Screen by Smith. Covington kicks to Grant. Out to Smith. Okafor with the screen on Felton. Here's Smith, and it's sent back by George. And here's the fast break. Felton leading the way, and Hayward at the stuff.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Now Smith. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. A floater. George with the defensive effort.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
Hayward from outside. And Utah another 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here's Utah. They're on a 14-6 run. There's the screen off the pick. And he lays it up and in. Hayward's got 12 points now in the quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Allen, that's good.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been Really good.
Here's Okafor. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. Off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And 11 points for Jahlil Okafor.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
To the inside. Okafor with the steal. Jackson against Felton. Covington dishes to Smith. George with the defensive effort. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Utah out in front, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Allen is out there with Portis. Then there's Luke Ridnour, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. That is good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Utah is shooting well, 50% from the floor. And here is Ridnour. Gobert the screen. Ridnour passes to Allen. Clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Hood. Off target from 3-point range.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to Holmes. Outside Jackson. Aldemir, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Ridnour kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Here's Hood. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the right wing. Outside Jackson. A baseline J. Rebound Utah.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now, here's Ridnour. He feeds it to Hood. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Aldemir. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. They set the pick. Here's Marshall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen 3-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
He's off on the second. And with the 3-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great at them, Clark. All 4 of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in 3.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in the season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
Here's Jackson after the basket by Utah. Passes it to Holmes. Back to Grant. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Jackson. Feeds it to Aldemir. Gobert with the block. Ridnour with it. Allen outside. To the left side wing. There's the dish to Ridnour. Here's Hood. He's covered by Grant. kept alive. Gobert, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunity.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Ray Allen.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. They're definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
Now, here's Ridnour. Pass to Ingles. The feed now to Ridnour. Shoots. And he hits the jump shot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Jackson. Kicks it to Marshall. There's the screen. 4 on the clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. Utah calls timeout.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told Grant that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
And Utah has possession. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Silk passes to the Monster. High post try. Out to Hayward. Here's Silk. No good from outside.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
You look at the second half, and you can point to missed opportunities, especially at the foul line, as one of the main reasons for this loss, if they go on to do that here.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Here's the Monster. Dishes it to Hayward. On the wing, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a 2nd or 3rd seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess.
Here's Aldemir, and there's the pass to Holmes. Grant outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Uncovered. Aldemir, no good. Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Silk. Another miss by Utah. Now here's Jackson. Aldemir kicks to Jackson.
And the Executive of the Year award is an honor. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their rosters, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Here's the Monster. A basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 17 points for the Monster. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Utah.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Utah with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. And George with the stop.
Reverse that one. Oh, now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Now here's Jackson. Floats one up. Pass to Aldemir. Outside Jackson. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Utah. Doc comes in for the Monster. And the 76ers also making a change. Smith is checked in. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
That one is off.
They're digging their own hole here. Throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half. And that can be self-destructive.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for George. And Lyle subbed in for Joe Ingles. Jackson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on it?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Check out the game for Silk. 8 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they've needed it.
Left side Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And here's Utah. They're on a 16-6 run. Here is Doc. Lyles passes to Doc. Unloads from 13. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Here's Silk. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Aldemir after the basket by Utah. There's the pick. It's Jackson with the drive. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Aldemir, no good.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball. Are they able to help them close this gap?
Silk passes to Portis. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here is Doc, covered by Smith. Shot from the top of the key. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Left side, Jackson.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 20-6 run. There's the pick. Here is Doc. Passes to Lyles. Fades back. There's Portis. Makes it off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Utah. Here's Grant. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA.
And that one falls for Jackson. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Silk, and the Monsters subbed in for Hood. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone.
The All-Star break in 2015 was just a bit over a week. Those extra days, Clark, for most players, really rested some guys up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it was a nice move. You play those 82 games, you need more than just a few days break during the middle part of the season. So I like that move a lot.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Marshall's checked in. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. They swipe it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing flow out. Big time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And, Greg, you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for the Monster. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Here's the Monster. The pass to Doc. Lets the three fly. Good on the shot.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Smith drives in. That one goes. Count.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. He gets jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays in basket. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.